Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Haram Brady with 1066 rating versus N3sh with 1427 rating, so it's going to be another high rated DB video. Also, make sure to go ahead and check out N3sh's Twitch, link down below at the very top of the description, and let's go ahead and hop right in, and we are going to see Brady win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, decide to go first, 40 versus 40, gotta love to see it. Opening hands, we have Veiler, Ogre, Nib, Soul Piercer, Soul Peacemaker, so that's pretty good. They have Mercarier, Aliber, Fusion Deployment, Branded in Red, and Dark Ruler. Okay, so we do get the full combo, but then we get hit with Dark Ruler. So if we play the Omega Lambda combo, that's going to be pretty good because we get the Rip 2, and then get hit with Dark Ruler. So it's like ripping 3, and then we still have a bunch of hand traps. Summon Soul Piercer, make Scarecrow, Soul Piercer effect, grab Motorbike, and then they're going to go Motorbike effect, discard, go search, grab out Prodigy, and then activate Prodigy, scale Big Benki, summon out Big Benki effect, go search, and then that's going to grab out Soul Gaia booster. Scarecrow discards the Soul Gaia booster to summon out Soul Piercer. Okay, decides to not discard a hand trap, go into Omega, Prodigy to scale. Decides to not go for, any Synchro 10 here. Then they're going to go ahead, search out a Prodigy, Omega effect to rip a card from hand now. And then that's going to rip Aliber. That happens to be like the best card in their hands, so that's a good hit. Soul Peacemaker, equip Tribute, bring out Scales effect. Yeah, this usually is not how the combo is done. Very interested in why they decided to go for Omega. Go for Cleafor Genius, Soul Piercer, go search, grab Wagon. Okay, so they cut the ancient gear stuff, like the gearbox and the tunneler, which is kind of fair because, like, if you get hand trapped, you're not getting to that point sometimes. They're going to pendulum out the Prodigy and Wagon. They're just, like, awkward to draw to. Like, those are, like, the worst draws in the deck. Genius, go search Therion King, and then activate Therion King, summon, equip, Wagon, switch to attack, grab Soul Piercer, and then activate Soul Piercer. Use Wagon plus Prodigy, make Excel 1, Soul Piercer 2, search out Stealthy, and then bring back Motorbike, and then use those. That's going to make us the Bestial, Dispatter, Synchro, special summon out Stealthy, and then go into a Lambda, Bestial, summon back Omega, and then Omega effect to go rip. And then Omega hits the Branded in Red, Lambda effect, and then end phase, search Gamma. Okay, so, yep, they did indeed cut the gearbox and stuff like that, making a good end board here. Pass, they draw Thrust. That's a solid top deck. Activate Dark Ruler. And then Soul Piercer falls off, because there's equipped the Therion King, and then Soul Piercer, grab Motorbike. And now the opponent's going to go Fusion Deployment. So, Fusion Deployment, reveal Albion, summon out Fallen of Albaz, and then Fallen of Albaz, discard. They're going to chain Veiler onto that. Yeah, I think maybe they were expecting like a Ghost Ogre, which you could very argue say they should have Ogred and not Veilered, because Ogre will only pretty much be good on Blazing Cartagia from here, and the opponent only has one card in hand. And if you Ogre that and they have Blazing Cartagia, you win because they have nothing. So you should just Ogred Fallen of Albaz and then save Veiler for like a Branded Fusion or something like that. So they're going to thrust in the Branded Fusion and then activate Branded Fusion. So Branded Fusion will now dump Fallen of Albaz with Bellion, summon out Albion, and then activate the Albion effect. And they said, okay. I mean, you could even say that you Ogre this, just so that way they can't tribute, bring out Lubellion. They're going to banish, bring out Rinbrum, Mercarier effect to go search, and then Mercarier is going to grab Blazing Cartagia. Okay, bring out Lubellion, tribute Albion, Lubellion effect, bring out from the deck, and then bring out Branded Lost, activate Blazing Cartagia, special summon out. Okay. Then they're going to go Blazing Cartagia effect, and then in response, Chain Nib, which is pretty solid here. That is their 5th summon. So obviously the Cartagia will not be resolving because all they have is the token. And then, yeah, they really lost so much there. Branded in red was hit off Omega. So they're going to go end phase. Well, you don't get, I was going to say, Omega comes back during their standby. They're going to get Blazing Cartagia effect, add back. They're going to get Albion effect, set Expulsion, Passage or Soul Piercer, standby phase, bring back out Omega, and then Alibur, Branded in red come back. And then standby phase, they said Think. They're going to go Rinbrum effect to try to bring out Fallen of Albaz. And then Fallen of Albaz effect, we chain Ogre, and that's game. And they'll scoop right there, I think. Because I know we have Motorbike. Okay, so go main phase. Never mind, they didn't scoop right there. Normal summon out Soul Piercer, go into Scarecrow. Soul Piercer effect, go grab Wagon. And then, I mean, we have a Pendulum for the Prodigy out of the extra deck, but I was going to say we would want a Scarecrow effect first. Bring out Scales. We wouldn't have Scarecrow first. We probably would want to. Scales, bring out Motorbike. Motorbike up the level. And then summon Savage. Savage effect to equip. I don't know the stats on this, but I'm guessing this is really big. Big Benki, grab Soul Peacemaker. Okay. And then we're going to go Pendulum out Wagon plus Bike. And then use Omega plus Bike to make Baron. Baron out the token. And that's just game right there. So going on into game 2 now. We are going to see Branded decide to go first. Opening hands, we have Gamma, Magma, Motorbike, Prodigy, and Therion King. They have Fallen of Albaz, Retribution, Foolish, Branded in red, and Branded Fusion. So they're going to start this off with a Foolish Burial. Okay. Dumb Tragedy. Tragedy effect to go search. And then Tragedy. I was going to say you don't have to grab Alibur here because we already have Branded Fusion. So they're going to go grab Quem, and then Quem effect to go dump Blazing Cartagia, activate Branded Fusion. That going through is huge. The Magma is really good in this matchup, but you'd have to go like, okay, so Albion 1, Quem 2. So you could do like Gamma 3, Magma 4 on Fallen of Albaz, but then that kind of sucks too because they still just like fuse and make Grangoyle with the Albion effect. So yeah, they're gonna chain Gamma and then chain Magma to banish the Fallen of Albaz. Yep. And then the opponent's gonna chain Branded in red, add back Fallen of Albaz, dodge the Magma up there. So that really sucks. Then the opponent's gonna make Lubellion. We're gonna bring out Gamma and Driver. The Quem dies. Banish Blazing Cartagia plus Quem. Bring out Grangoyle. Lubellion 1. Grangoyle 2. So they're going to get to dump and then fuse. Dump the Gimmick Puppet. Put back Fallen of Albaz. Blazing Cartagia. Summon out Albion. The Sanctifier. Bring out Lubellion. Tribute Albion. And then Lubellion effect. Bring out Branded Lost. Retribution. Grab back Branded in red. Set Branded in red. End phase, Albion from the graveyard, set Expulsion, Pastoral Wagon, and then, yeah, they just scoop because they know that they lose to double Expulsion because they can go Expulsion, and if the opponent chains Bestial, we chain our Fusion, our Sanctifier, to go ahead and summon out the Gimmick Puppet anyways. Next game, we're going to see Superheavy Samurai go first. We got Wagon, Ogre, Magma, DD Crow, Wagon. They have Super Poly, Expulsion, Nib, Fallen of Albaz, Alibur. I really do like seeing the Magma and DD Crow in their deck. That helps with like a lot of the rogue decks, like Math Mech, Branded. Just having like max amount of crows against them is nice. And then normal summon effect. I don't want to say like rogue, but you know what I mean. Like not like the top decks. Like these are just definitely like side deck choices. You definitely cannot main deck these. They're going to switch to attack, grab Soul Piercer, and then activate Soul Piercer. Link off, go into Scarecrow. Soul Piercer, go search, grab out Motorbike. And then Motorbike effect. Discard, go search, grab Prodigy. And then activate Prodigy, Prodigy effect, summon, scale Big Benki effect, grab Soul Peacemaker, and then Scarecrow, discard, summon out Soul Piercer, and then Synchro into Omega. That's the 5th summon, Prodigy, scale itself, Soul Piercer, grab Stealthy, and then we're gonna go Omega effect. They said okay, no way they hit Nib, right? Okay, yeah, they hit Expulsion, like the worst card in hand. Soul Peacemaker effect to equip. And then effect, tribute, bring out Scales. Scales effect, summon back out Soul Piercer. And then go in the Genius. Soul Piercer effect, grab Prodigy. Then we're going to Pendulum out, Magma, Prodigy, Genius 1, Magma 2, grab Therion King. You have to nib here, which kind of sucks for them. It's because it could just go straight in the Baron. Yeah, so they're going to drop nib. And then pass over the token. Okay. Next, we're going to go Therion King to summon and equip Soul Piercer and face grab Jerusalem. So this is our combo through Nib. You know, we could have set up Excel in the Baron. And then, you know, if we did get hit with Nib, we could go Special Stealthy, Soul Peacemaker, Tribute. But past turn, they draw Branded Fusion. Okay, I mean, they can just Battle Phase, beat over Therion King. Yep. And then Soul Piercer effect. So Therion King was pretty much just a threatening roar there. Plus follow up. And then summon Aluber. Aluber effect. Go Surge. They're going to grab Branded Opening. And then activate Branded Opening. It's going to try to bring out Quem. So discard Fallen of Albaz. Summon Quem. Quem effect, chain Ghost Ogre. Really? You don't chain Ogre on that? What are you trying to hit then? I feel like this player doesn't know how to Ogre against Branded. They just didn't do it on Fallen of Albaz or Quem, which is like the only 2 spots you're really supposed to do it. But they're going to go Branded Fusion, and then Branded Fusion dump Fallen of Albaz, plus Tragedy, bring out Lubellion, and then they're going to go Quem 1, Lubellion 2, Tragedy 3, and then they're going to target Albaz with the Quem, and then they said, sure, that's okay, so go search Aluber, and then they're going to bring out Mirror Jade, and then summon out Fallen of Albaz, and then Fallen of Albaz to go fuse. And then they're going to chain Ghost Ogre on that. Okay. We could have also just Ghost Ogre Guardian Quem, and this would have never even came out. But we're going to Ogre the Fallen of Albaz. And now there's going to be a huge problem next turn too, because it's going to keep getting more and more cards. They're going to pass turn there. It doesn't use Mirror Jade to go ahead and dump or anything like that. And they draw Skill Drain for turn. Standby phase, add back Expulsion, summon out Omega. And then, okay, they're thinking here, they're going to go Motorbike effect, discard, grab Soul Piercer, Pendulum out Soul Piercer plus Prodigy. And then, yeah, the opponent's thinking, they said that's fine. Okay, Big Benki effect, go grab Soul Piercer, and then use those, go into Savage. The reason they could, yeah, they were thinking because they could have Mirror Jade effect. They could have Quemmed effect because this left the extra because it was Pendulumed. But they're going to go into Savage now. Savage 1, Soul Piercer 2, Chainlink 3, Quem on Cartagia, Chainlink 4, Druis Worm on Cartagia, Chainlink 5, Mirror Jade, dump Rinbrum to try to go ahead and banish the Savage. Chainlink 6, Rinbrum to try to summon out the Fallen of Albaz in the graveyard. Chainlink 7, Diddy Crow to banish the Fallen of Albaz in the graveyard. So all of that is going to go. Banish the Savage. They get the search. Sorry, the Rin should stay in graveyard. Let me read exactly how this is worded. It says during the opponent's turn, while this card's in your graveyard, quick effect, target 1 Fallen of Albaz in your graveyard, special summon either that monster or this monster, and banish the other. You can only use each effect of this Rinbrum the Striker Dragon once per turn, so it should just be in the graveyard. Because it says end. They said bet. Okay, so they're going to go grab Prodigy. Also, it is cool to see how, like, the Bystials have their place in the side deck now. Because I remember the beginning of the format, the Bystials weren't even in the side deck. We had a little period of time with no Bistios really at all, except for like the one sword here, one Lubellion and branded. But they're going to go into Baron, and then Druisworm out Mirror Jade, new Chain Links. They could go like Alibur 1, Mirror Jade 2, but they could also go Mirror Jade 1, Alibur 2, and put the opponent on like, you know, your whole board's gonna break. So they're gonna go Alibur 1 on Omega, Mirror Jade 2, then they're gonna go Baron 3. Okay. And then special summon out Stealthy. Stealthy make Scarecrow. Scarecrow discard Soul Piercer. Bring out Scales. Scales effect to summon back out from the graveyard. Then bring out Motorbike. Motorbike up its level. And then we haven't used Excel yet, so we're going to go Excel, bring out, and then we can go into Bestial. And then Bestial can bring out Savage. But we don't have to do that. We could also bring out the opponent's monster if we want to leave. I was going to say if we want to leave one of our own cards for a destroy. Baron, pop Nib, beat over Alibur, beat over Quem, beat over, and then that's just game. Yeah, 35 and then 53. So that's game. GG's. GG's. Yeah, they had skill drain. Said big fan, by the way. Oh, I got a little heart. But, yep, like I said, you can go ahead and check out N3sh's Twitch, link down below at the very top description if you want to go ahead and check that out. And we are going to see Superheavy Samurai end up beating Branded there. The match was about 1 hour long, which is kind of crazy that it was an hour long. But, yep, with all that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.